Hello and welcome to episode 30 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 31, day 12. Last time we finally, after 29 episodes, got up on top of this and actually started doing something here by plugging the exit with these liquid storage houses and starting the process of filling this up and blasting this out so we can grow some lotuses, which are currently down here. And the reason we're moving these is because this needs to be a much taller dam, and we've got a couple different options for making that happen. Not going to be today, but at some point we will have to have this be substantially taller so we can take care of all of our water storage needs and so on and so forth. Also, this area right here is going to get adjusted for that purpose as well. But the primary goal today, if you haven't been keeping track, is that we finally have... Okay, where are they? ENS Fancy Architectural Blueprints, and we have Fancy Mechanical Blueprints, which means we can finally build the ENS. We researched it. Now all we have to do is have the other components for it, including the compact library, the incredibly compact library set, the laboratory glassware, the medium cauldron, and then an anvil. It's going to take a little while to get all of this stuff done. But let's check and see. I don't remember which one of these was doing the... Okay, this one. Yeah, we currently have 0 out of 200 library books, so that's going to be a process for sure. And then the factory is currently... Actually, I need to have this make another anvil for us, so we're going to... Yeah, I'll go ahead and just switch this. Alright, because I need to have at least one. Laboratory glassware we have plenty of, as well as the medium cauldron, so really the only thing we're waiting on is, of course, the incredibly compact library set, and then all of the other garbage that goes in there. All that stuff's going to take time to get done, and we have to make sure that we are, hopefully, making that stuff. Now, someone, and by someone I mean many of you, informed me that I have committed heresy by having the hands of soup not mirroring each other. So, in the spirit of attempting to avoid backlash, we will go ahead and remove that hand of soup and then flip it the other way so that now they are two beautiful outstretched hands of soup and a correctly divided pair. So, all of you soup fiends rejoice in the chat. You're... I was going to go into for some like super weird thing, but we'll just leave it at this. Your cries have been heard. There is only soup to be found here, and it's correctly held. So I just wanted to make sure we did that before I forgot. But we have a bad tide coming in one day, and one of the things that I kind of got myself into trouble with last time was I didn't make this switch until the bad water was already coming, and then as a result, it ended up splashing through here. So what we're going to do... Actually, I'm going to hold off a little bit more, but before this changes to bad water, we have to have this fully switched over, or else we're going to have some problems. Up here, this really isn't doing too much, I don't think, so we probably don't need to worry that much about it, but I'm going to hit pause real quick, because I want to investigate something. There was a comment. Our friend Robert Runyon in the comments said that there was a... what are these things called? Water source block in this general area that was actually set as a negative. And I can't find it for some reason. I'll trust you when you say that it's there, but I don't know where it is. I wanted to make sure we had some sort of investigation about this before I just go completely insane. But that it was posed as a possible solution to some of this flooding, is to utilize that and just redirect the water so it's flowing in there. But I don't see it. I really don't. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's got to be somewhere. Like, I don't think you'd lie to me. Oh, here it is. There's a water source. Alright, so what we're going to do, just to verify, I'm going to go into dev mode, and we'll click on this. Oh, wow, that's a -2. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Alright, out of dev mode. Yeah, we're gonna expeditiously get rid of this, for sure. Because that is really going to help us out. In fact, that, I think, solves the problem of damming this up. Because if we're not going to have bad water at all, then what we'll end up doing is we can just take this out, and then this whole thing can just flow through here. Some of it will continue coming out this way, of course, because of how this is set up. But, yeah, if this is a drain and it's actually going to work, then that is a huge benefit for us. Very cool. So that can continue. I do need to check and make sure. There's just so much to keep up with. This is making the... Wow, nice. 85% of the way done. For the super fertilizing irrigation tower bath fancy blueprint. That's a cool building. We talked about that a little bit at the end of the last episode. And then the only other thing to research in the Architect's Lodge would be the Balloon Trader landing pad, which is also really cool. If you didn't watch our previous series, the balloon trades allow us to get some really interesting items and kind of make up for some of our own insufficiencies by supplying excess stuff to the other beavers. Of course, you have scouting balloons. Well, that's actually a new thing from before. So I actually don't know how that would work. Explore the lands away from the town in search of other settlements. So do I have to send that first? I don't know, because before the scouting balloon doesn't exist. There's just folktales, iron teeth, amp ears. This is actually a little bit of an Easter egg for something else. But white paws, of course, other white paws. Island beavers were here last time, jungle beavers, and then polar beavers. So you can see there's a bunch of really cool stuff we could get to that would be really great late game. Like you see right here with the polar beavers, we have those ice cube kind of deals. They've got, looks like cheeseburgers. What's that? Okay, foreign food, yeah. But a lot of these have some pretty useful things. Or even just, getting rid of some extra stuff. Like, oh, you got a lot of methane. All right, well, you can trade some other materials and methane to the white paws to get other stuff. Actually, oh no, the methane's, oh, that's got to be balloon fuel. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I got that entirely wrong, but not really that wrong. I don't know, there's just cool stuff you can get, like those rare seeds. I know have to be a thing for the, what's this building called? The tree nursery? Yeah. Yeah, you have to have 50 of those rare seeds, exotic seeds. What does this call it? Exotic seeds. Okay. So, stuff to think about. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't making any more ENS blueprints when I didn't have to. This is currently set to drill blueprints. Still gathering all the materials. We do need to have drill blueprints before we can have a drill, obviously. Sometimes I just don't remember what I've got. We have 0.7 days left. They're going to take a while to get rid of that, so we don't need to go about that too quickly now. One thing that is of slight concern is the relatively low quantity of water that we have going into this bad tide. We don't know how long it's going to be, but it's probably going to be at least 7 days, 8 days. Could be shorter, which would be nice, but we've been dumping so much of it up here to try to fill this up that I think it's become a little bit of a problem. So I've got a couple ideas. I had previously thought that the water cannons were not going to be a viable thing for us, just because of, the way that it was situated. But I believe if we can find a decent place to put this, yeah, see, this isn't going to let me put it on top of some other garbage. We'll have to play with it, but I think I can position this in a way where we could just make a trench to drain into this area. And then we could use one of those, power it with the water flowing through here, maybe. But that is something that's going to be pretty decent way into the future. I'm going to go ahead and open this and let that start flowing out, just so we don't get caught with our pants down, so to speak, when this comes through here. I do not want bad water to be a thing. But I was trying to have as much of this flow through here as possible before we got too crazy about it. Because there is a little bit of a problem with some of our resources. Obviously, the lotuses are going to get grown up here. These are still waiting for... Actually, I think it's just the one unit of tools. And then once, of course, we have the ladders in place, scaffolding is a problem. I've got this guy making scaffolding, but it is a very slow process. because for a very long time we didn't have a lot of planks, and you can see that that is improving now. But we're about to be... Okay, well, there's going to be power here, but there's not going to be a ton of power everywhere else. So we'll just need to be... We'll need to be careful. So I will go ahead and just flip-flop this one so I don't forget. I don't think we're going to have any problems with this. Somebody said that this was an issue with the floodgate dams at the edge of the map, but... you know, it seems to be working perfectly fine, so we'll just leave that alone. We'll come up here and close this bit. This is already flowing out and did not splash. I also haven't been in triple mode, so maybe it was just the triple speed that was causing it to do that. I don't know. We got plenty to think about for sure. But in the interest of saving, I know it's got to be like the least efficient way to operate this whole thing. But for now, it's what we're working on, folks. It's what we're working on. Once all of the lotuses and everything are migrated up top, we won't need to worry about this. We can just have this going constantly at all times. But I do want to make sure that this, at least, is safe. Set up, pause those, pause these. We probably will run out of water depending on how long this is. But, you know, it just is what it is. Alright, how many days? 6 days. Okay. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse, but I think we'll be okay. Now, I did also see comments asking, why are you so worried about this rice? You should have just gotten rid of it already because you don't have enough up top being harvested anyway. So, yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't care, but at this point, it's like a pride thing. We all know how illogical that could be. But at some point, this will no longer be a concern. We can do literally anything else with this space. But in keeping with this, I will pause all of these dumps up here because we don't want to throw any water away. This is working perfectly fine up here. That's looking good. This area over here, have no reason to believe that isn't working as well. And it is. They still have not gotten rid of these blockages because I think the builders have plenty of other things that they would like to be doing. But now would be a good time to remove these, or at the very least move them somewhere else. They don't have to be blocking this necessarily. Well, they don't need to be blocking it at all if we're going to use it, now that we have the diversion. They could be moved somewhere else. So we'll go ahead and get those out of here. And I do like having this here, but I don't think that's really a great place for it. So instead, what I will do, I don't want side doors. Did I have 2 haulers and a builder? Come on, rotation. Don't let me down. I will just put in 2 of those. Then the builders with the side door, assuming the, there it is. So we'll just relocate it slightly away, and then we can come over here and we can blow up all this land. One piece at a time, probably, so this can just go straight down here. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue, but we'll get that taken care of. We can also get rid of these double platforms because we're a little bit lacking in the platform department right now. We want to make sure we're keeping track of that. Now, this is still gathering materials. Okay, the coal is a problem. We have 1,100 coal, so it really shouldn't be. Scrap metal also shouldn't be a problem. And then, of course, once all this goes in, they'll be A-okay on there. Yeah, the problem we were running into was not having platforms for this. So that probably is something I should have taken care of last time. You know, just getting these removed, picked up. So let's prioritize that, because we got plenty to go with here. Okay, this still is not infected with anything. That's good. So, getting water blasted up here with the water cannons. Obviously, I would like to not use my science, if at all possible, but the 30-degree cannon, not going to work up here. It is just too far away, and there's not enough height. So, and I don't see anything saying that I can't elevate this, so in the interest of science, let's see, was it 3 by 3? I'm going to pause so they don't accidentally start building this. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a game changer. So that's the 70-degree one. The 45-degree one, so yeah, it's not gonna play nice with me, but the 70-degree one right here. So that means, friends, if I can get a spot up here cleared out, maybe it's probably would have to be about here or downstream. What would be the closest? Here, actually, these 3. Including this first block here, but that's not going to be an issue. I guess I could unpause. If we just get rid of all these trees, I don't think they can actually reach these. No. But if we can get rid of all those trees, we can place them up, or place it being the water cannon, up on a double platform right up against here. If it's the 70-degree, it should work. 45 might not play nice, but we'll play with it. Because it would be very good to have this thing up here filled with the water cannon. I think that would be very, very ideal. So the good news is these are in place, the double platforms. These are still waiting for scaffoldings, so let's go and check out. Yeah, okay, a day and a half into this, and we're already down to 2,000 water yet, and this is definitely not going to be a great time. So we will have to continue pumping. But I don't think the rice will die in 4 days anyway, so we'll see what happens. It's a whole process. Also remember that this rice is now being used to make half-fermented sake appear in the fermentation barrels, which is then going into the distillery to make the strong alcohol, which is then being used to make the brain-boosting salts that we need for all this other. There's so much stuff. So much stuff that's getting done. It is just a whole process. That's going to go away as well. Yeah, get those picked up. That should help build these other ladders over here. Yeah, one of those is already... Okay, so now the hands are in. And then the warm storage. Fried rice. Oh, what was I storing here? Was that vegetable stew? Yeah. So they're going to have 2 different colors in the 2 different hands. But they are anatomically correct. So rejoice, hand enthusiasts. This thing down here, we're probably still just going to leave this here. But, you know, we could give it a friend. If we felt so inclined, we could give it a accompanying hand of soup. But if that was going to be the case, I always want to click food for that. Okay, that's not symmetrical anyway. We could put one here and then maybe have a path between. I don't know. I like the idea of having a lot of food storage. I think there is absolutely no downside to having food storage. So this needs... Oh, this needs metal blocks. It has the scaffolding. Okay. Well, I'm only concerned that this makes an anvil. And the coal... Why is this not prioritized by haulers? That is a huge mistake. Man. The things you see. So this is in place already. I don't know how or if there's going to be... How much or if there's going to be any water coming through here. But we could encourage that by putting in... I believe... Well, we could just block all the water coming through here, period, and have it all go around that way by putting in one of these double high levees. Would not be difficult for us to do. And just put in probably this one right here, just by itself would be fine. Just block this off entirely, and then force everything to flow through. Probably not a bad idea. We just have so much stuff that needs to get built that it's not entirely likely it will be anytime soon, but you know, we can hope. We can see what happens. And also, since this is now bad water proofed, it would probably be in our best interest to put an actual dam here. Like we have these 3x3s that would retain a lot more water through here if it's going to have to come through. I think this will work. Just putting this guy right there in that corner, and then the upgrade right on top of it. Okay, it's actually not going to let me... you have to have individual dam upgrades. Okay, no. Let's, No, why would... Alright, you know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to worry about it. But getting these things rearranged. I do see the water level going down in terms of our storage. That will be addressed in due time. Make sure they can actually reach this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hopefully this works. I think it should. So we can leave that alone. Okay, good. We have this here. It's not deep enough to actually have the lotuses, but we can start the process of making the space available. And since I know they can't plant it, we'll just go ahead and blast away and get all of this ready to go. Rice-wise, I don't think we need to be worried. Because, again, rice is being taken care of up here. If that ends up being enough for everything, then it would be nice. But if not, we can keep things going here. This is lumberjack. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. I don't remember why this one specific piece of dynamite was here. I don't think I had a priority set for that, but... Yeah, let's turn our pumping back on, even though we don't know... Well, I think this should be okay. It's just going to be a mistake not to get these guys pumping while water is here, and it's past the time where the rice would die anyway. Somewhere there is someone just screaming at their computer about why do you care so much about the rice. I want you to know that I care about you, and I appreciate your concern. But for right now, we're still worried about the rice. Alright, so that's turned back on. I'm not going to turn these back on yet, because the lotuses dying is very annoying. Even though we have a ton, but I do not want to invite supply chain problems. So we'll just have to keep a watchful eye over this. As soon as this is running clear, which it's probably going to take a decent while because of the layout of this thing. So, you know, we might actually be able to kind of help this along by forcing some flow through here, either with buildings or with, I know I can only do like one of these, but terrain blocks, if we can have the mines set up eventually. I would like to have like a terrain block, just a wall here, so it has to force its way through, so that way there's no anything left here. But that's not really a concern right now, because by the time this actually starts flowing, the amount of bad water that could possibly come through it would be very, very low, and I don't think would be an issue for us. The bigger thing I'm interested in is, yeah, pausing these for literally no reason. Oh, you know what I could do, actually, is I could just do that. 45 to... see, it's not going to let me... Why is it not going to let me do that? That's very strange. But it lets me go on top of the platforms, okay. Oh, so now it's not going to let me do it? What gives? What's up with that? What's up with that? We just tried this and it worked. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's on me. That's on me, not the game, not the mod. All right. See, that works. So the 45, yeah, see, it's going into the wall, so that's not going to work. That obviously isn't going to work. But the 70-degree water cannon, as stupid as this might be, I mean, it would work. It would do it if we just put this here. Oh, I have to unlock it, because I already have the 30-degree unlocked. I really shouldn't have done that. See, now I'm curious. Oh yeah, because I've never been curious about any of this garbage before. Let's clear these off. I know they can't get here, so I'm gonna have another staircase put in. But if I can put the 30-degree or the 45-degree up on these over here, then we might actually be in good shape. What is the connection point? Looks like either side? Okay. Well, that would work out fine. I just have to put in wheels over here. I'm glad that we have the lemonade, because we would have had a problem otherwise. Okay, so this finally made that. I'll go back to making metal. So now, for making the ENS, my only obstacle is the incredibly compact library set, of which I have 0 books. Who was even making the library? Was the library making library books? You're going to allow librarians to make books. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're good at it. But now the problem. Oh, you know what? I didn't make pencil sets. Okay, Handicrafter's Lodge. This one can do. The Mother of Chaos Children actually can do some pencil sets for us. That was a huge oversight, because these take a very long time to make 200 of them. In theory, it's only 100 hours, but we don't have the materials to make even 100 books. We have materials to make like 90-some books in terms of paper. The pencil sets are going to take a much longer period of time, but now that we've identified that's a problem, then hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to fix. How are these looking? Watered, healthy. This is dry, as we figured it probably would be. But it dries in 4 days. It's fine. See, I'm so curious about this water cannon. And you guys have been asking about it for a while, so I want to make sure we're not ignoring what you guys are wanting to do. Alright, get that tree out of here, dude. Let's go. Alright, so let's not build it. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna. Is it because of the thing up on the? Oh, that's actually bad. So that's not going to show me the flag at all, but that's showing me the flag. So I wonder if it's an issue of this just hitting terrain being a problem. Yeah, because that's not showing anything at all. I know I can't stack these, but I'm so curious. I'm captivated by this idea. And I do think the overhang walkway is blocking it, but man, the skewer overhang platforms. Like, is it gonna let me get away with this? Just as a matter of personal interest. Wow. Okay, so that would work. That would work. But the water's not up here, which would obviously pose a problem. Yeah, so man, I love these skewer platforms. This is a great thing. So I think, unfortunately, the easiest path forward for this is going to end up being. Actually, let's try it. Let's try it one more back with the 45. Yeah, I think it's just an issue the flag doesn't reach. So this will end up, yeah, we'll just do this. So that will work. This will be deep enough to actually draw the water out at some point. But we can go ahead and get that put in place, and then once that's... Now, why is this all of a sudden not going to work for me here? So that works. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I did it to myself again. I did it again. So that will work there. So I guess it is... Yeah, okay. Oh, man, I wish this would go. Like, I know there's land in the way, but if... How much of that would I have to remove? 2, maybe? I wonder. Man, I am just... Is it going to be a mistake for me to try to do this? Because, like, if I could blast this... I think that one had to go down 2. You know what? You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Just because I want to see if I can without making a trench. Not like we have enough to worry about, right? Oh my god, these guys are thirsty. Well, you shouldn't be that thirsty because you got tons of lemonade to drink. That's, lemonade famously has never made anyone thirsty. So these guys all say they're thirsty, dehydrated. Well, go get some lemonade. You're going to be thirstier again in 10 minutes, but it's going to taste good. Oh well. The bad tide's just about over. Did they... Yes, okay. So, obviously this isn't done yet, so it's not really relevant, but we can get these blockages out of the way. They actually built the dam pretty quick. And there is a benefit to having large storages here of water that can be continuously pumped. This is now, or should be, in the very near future, should be clean. Looks like it's holding out a little bit of the nasty here for us. That looks clean. Let's open that. Let's open that back up. Get this thing flowing. This other area over here, remember what I said before, this is going to be pretty gross for a while. The main thing I'm worried about is this clean and is this clean? Because there's only going to be so much bad water that gets picked up from this leaving. Obviously, it's going to, you know, filter out over time. And there's going to be a little bit of it that comes in through here, but I don't want to flood too much of this, because that would just end up causing a lot of problems. Yeah, see, this is going to be mixing for a little bit, but we're working on it. We're working on it. All right, I'm so curious about this. Can I? Okay, so that's still not enough. If we take a look from the side, yeah, okay. All right, I think I see the vision here. Take this out one more, take this out one, and then take this one also out one. This can easily be replaced to go up this way if we felt so inclined. That should not be a problem to do. Then same thing here, except this would end up being a ladder. All right. How's, yeah, that's still pretty gross. But it's working. I mean, the beavers aren't really hurting. They're just not doing great. All right, so these can get turned back on. I'm going to go ahead and just say, you know what? We're going to open it. Oh, we're just going to live with it. We really could use a way to flesh this out. And that's, remember what I was saying earlier about building levees through here to try and motivate the water to mix a little bit before it comes out. Alright, so that's flowing nicely. Let's close that. And then we should be pumping here pretty soon. Take these limits off. Yep, there they go. Now, the hard part is, you know, we really want this to be growing because this is just sitting here evaporating right now. We're not really using it. And of course, this giant buried tank has nothing going for it. The library books thing, man. Oh, it's killing me not having these pencil sets. So what are they... Oh, it's the clay. It's the clay because I don't have any, I don't have anybody doing clay. I really should have another one of those clay pits over here. Okay, so this is foolishness right here. This fluid dump. That can go away. We don't need that. Even though the Lido was recreational activity, no. No. We are presently in a need for clay, and I don't remember... Here it is. Yeah, that... Wait a second. Why is the... Ah, okay. Alright. I almost forgot. And by almost, I mean I definitely forgot. So that can go back in there nice and easy. We also have all this this gold panning stuff to take a look at, too. Man, these are some thirsty beavers. Thirsty beavers. So why are we not... okay, waiting on scaffoldings. Okay, no surprise there. But these three were ready to go. Let's see. This could just be like an incredible waste of time, me doing this, but... Ooh, you know, I thought I saw... Okay, no, that was one that was over there. Because this should be... Yeah, it still has a little bit of a block here. I'm assuming it's this bit. So we'll see. Who knows, maybe I just ended up wasting a bunch of dynamite for no reason, and I'm just dumb, but that's how you learn. That's the process by which information is gathered and contextualized. We really need to be filling this up, because these guys are just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. You know, we could have them... It's not a tree. We could have them plant some pumpkins. So there is a specific place these pumpkins had to be planted. Let's remove all these trees up here. I don't think we really care about any of this. But we got to have these guys doing something, man. So that would go... If these trees are gone, I would like it to be as close to the farmhouse as possible. And I think it grows... Yeah, okay, that would grow there, and that would grow there. And then obviously we're going to have other ways for this to go in. Yep, there we go. It always goes to these two corners here. Or three corners, I suppose. That one has to go there, and then this one has to go here. Assuming that we keep all of this other stuff intact where it's supposed to be. We also got a comment asking if we can put giant buried tanks next to each other. And, you know, I don't know. I would imagine that these little braces can't interlock. But there's not really any way to try that without just, you know, doing it. But I don't know if I want to commit to doing a 3x3 pit in a space I can't use it without the ability to then also fill it back in. So that's a process that we might have to go and take a look at later. Oh, hey, flooding again. Oh, another thing that people were saying was, why not, at the end of this here, put in a floodgate dam instead of these primitive dams so that we don't have any of that backup occurring. And, I honestly don't know if that's going to solve the problem or not. It's probably something we should be doing eventually anyway, but it's fine. Okay, they got all these out. Now the problem is this is not accessible. But we also currently need the clay for other stuff, so this is going to have to be sidelined for a little bit longer. But we can't forget that this is here. Water reserves are continuing to climb very slowly. This continues to evaporate. I don't want to turn these back on until we really need to have it here. The dynamite could be a problem because I don't think I actually have one of these making dynamite anymore, because this is doing... Yeah, it's making the pencil sets, but, you know, we need the pencil sets for the library books. That's important, so I shouldn't turn that off. This is just such a stinking slow process. Let's have these guys over here make some dynamite for a little bit. Just because selfishly I think it's a cool idea. And we have enough plucked lotuses sitting around for right now. How's our hands of soup? Okay, this one's still waiting to hold the vegetable stew. I guess the hand of soup is done. The warm storage on top of it's not. This is waiting for fried rice. The fried rice is being made in the bottom level here. And I think they're just eating it faster than it can really be placed anywhere. Okay, no, there it goes. There it goes. We're getting fried rice. Very good. It is just a very, very long process. This is making metal. We need a lot more metal, so that's okay. Oh, there's actually 4 library books in here. Okay, good. I was becoming concerned when I didn't see any stored up here. Okay, dynamite-wise, how are we looking? Okay, nitro... Oh, yep. See, this is the problem, is all this stuff has to get made. Let's make nitroglycerin over here. It's just a never-ending process, man. It just continues forever. Yep, still waiting on stuff. At least we have pumpkins, right? The pumpkins are a thing. That can go there. I really should blow some of this land up too, so we can use, you know, use the pumpkins for stuff, but it's a thing. This space could also be used to grow pumpkins. At least they're doing something, right? They're being productive. Kind of. Yeah, still no water in here. I want so badly to not have to use the 70-degree water cannon. I think the 45 would be perfect. We just have to get the little the blaster past all this stuff here. I think it's doable. I truly do. Just like the geometry here seems like it should be okay. Just got to get past all this. But once that's in place, we'll be in good shape. This, like I said earlier, is going to be eventually a whole lot higher. But we'll have to connect to power on this side. And, oh, you know what? That could end up causing some problems because of how the power shafts are set up. The high power shaft can actually connect into this, so you know what? Right there is probably not a problem. But this space here, for sure, is going to be, let's say, a process to get this taken care of. The water wheel, actually, this would be a great place for a large water wheel, but, you know, we have the stuff, I just don't have the science for it. This regular water wheel will have to do, you know what? No, that's not deep yet. But I wonder if it would count as flooded because, yeah, okay. You know what? We're gonna try something here. Crappy platforms. Yeah, because then if I have this go turned this way here, if I do that, I know we're making a bunch of mess for ourselves is what we're doing. But if I were to put a water wheel here, good, I did line that up correctly. Water wheel here, water wheel here. I don't know that they generate enough power to really fully power this thing. But that is a problem that can be solved. We can find more power. I can make an engine if I have to, I just haven't bothered doing that yet. Because it is a process for sure. How are we looking on the library set? 5 out of 200 books. Okay. That's something, all right. I did say I was going to replace these with the deep water pumps so they get a little bit more efficient. I think I'm going to save replacing these until this gets deeper, because then I'm not going to have to worry about the lotuses or the rice or anything. And we can just have a super line right through the center. Give me the dynamite, man. Come on, I know you're making it. I know you're making dynamite. Okay. Okay, 10 hours to make 5. We'll come back, check on that. Let's see. Oh no, this is too deep. Alright, well, this won't be as much of a problem, hopefully, once this little drain thing is set up. But with this being dammed, this is going to be a much easier thing for them to continue doing their bad water situation is not dire yet. But we are going to need to figure out how to do the bad water pumps. I've been told in the comments several times that I just don't know what I'm doing about where to put these things, and I guess that's fine. But we will get it figured out at some point. I might have to ask for pictures like I'm 5 years old, but we'll see what happens here. Like, I know that dynamite has to be done. Okay, it is done. They just haven't brought it in yet. The people want to see success, and I will show it to them. Maybe. Yeah, let's get that out of there. They can pick up all these pieces of planks and logs. I need this water to be just so much better than it already is, and I think that's going to be a problem if we can't get this filled without dumping. Because I would have turned these back on a long time ago, except we really can't be going into a bad diet or a drought with probably at this point, under 8,000 or 9,000 water. Because everything else that has to be taken care of. Alright, alright, I see going in, let's go, bring it on. Light those things on fire. Show me the 45-degree water cannon, show me that flag. You're not showing me the flag, that's not very confidence-inspiring. Okay. With the 70 degrees, got no problem. So, I wonder if it's just a height thing and I'm just being dumb about it. Because you take a look at this. I feel like the trajectory is okay on this. Well, regardless, this no longer has to come through here, so that can go away. I will leave those stairs in place, but the gloves are off now, folks. We're putting this in. If this does not work, then I'm gonna feel pretty stupid, but that would hardly be the first time that's happened in this playthrough. Too far, can't be reached by buildings, but it would show me. See, this actually. Oh no, it is height. It is height. Because that, yeah, okay. So then why? That's so disappointing. It's like I feel like that the 45 and the 30 have like the same height for this. So maybe it had nothing to do with this at all the entire time. What a drag. See, like this up here is not having any problems, but it's also still pretty low. Okay, so that is like... No, it has nothing to do with how high this stupid thing is. Alright. Like, look. You see? Alright, you see that? And then I move it down here. Okay, maybe it does actually have something to do with how high it is. I don't know, but at this point we're, you know, we've bought into it too much to turn away now. Ah, man, that is so disappointing. Like I feel like it should have just worked. Unless no, because it's gonna stop as soon as it gets to the man. That is so this actually, like, set up like this is never gonna stop. It reaches the blue flag. I can't adjust the height of the... Oh my god, dude. Why did I ever let people convince me to do this? I thought this was going to work, and I thought it was going to be cool. And instead, I'm just sitting here cursing that this mod doesn't allow me to stack platforms on top of platforms. Well, that's only making 54 HP anyway. Man! Oh, that's so frustrating. Like, is there anything else I can put on top of this? Oh, of course, that's not going to work. Alright. Man! There are other words I would love to use in this exact moment, but I will choose to be nice. See, this would just be so perfect if I could actually get water up in here. It has to be in... It has to be submerged. Well, this isn't submerged right now anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... Oh, this has wasted so much time. God, that's so frustrating. Well, I guess we're not going to have this for like the second episode in a row. What a waste. That is genuinely disappointing. Yeah, see, like, this is never going to shut off. Like, this would just keep constantly going. Which, I guess, if this actually had an overflow, well, I guess it technically does. I didn't really want this to be overflowing that high, but like, is this something I can manually pause too? Like, I've never okay, yeah, I can pause that. I'm just not going to be doing that. God, well, alright, if I was gonna have to have this here anyway, then it was gonna have to go here. I know it's a fantastic revelation I've made there. If it has to go there, that means it has to go there. Sheesh. That's going to be a pain, though, not being able to automate that. And this thing is just stuck on the ground. If I do this. Like, I could continue blasting these out, actually. But that still wouldn't be that much closer. I might as well just do this. Might as well just do that. Man, that's 150 science, too. I really shouldn't be, Ugh. Is there anything else? No, I just have to have these 3 fluid dumps in the Lidos, and it's already evaporated almost everything we put in here. Oh, that is a colossal pain in the butt. Well, I think if I complain anymore, people are going to start writing angry comments, so we'll just live with our bad choices here and just let it happen. It's fine. So this will need to be... this will just need to get blasted all the way down. Then, of course, right here as well. Man, it's never going to stop, which is going to be... This is going to... Oh, it could have looked so cool. Just going all the way across into the thing, but hey. You get what you get. That's just how life works, so... It's fine. Just let that be its own thing. I guess, I mean, we're going to have to just, until that gets built, which I don't even know. I don't even know if they can, no, they can't get to this. They're going to have a staircase. Well, fortunately, everything can get built from underneath. That shouldn't be an issue. I just have to be able to get these guys in there. There we go. And then this right here will need to have its own... Of course, it takes planks. And then, depending on how we want to do this, I could probably put a second set just closer up here. Well, this isn't going to be permanent anyway. I want to have something accomplished where I don't feel like I've wasted everybody's time with this. Alright. This, at some point, needs to actually get built so this can start sucking up the extra water. Lemon storage. Do I have other lemon storage up here? Metal fasteners, scaffoldings. Okay, that's lemon storage. Alright. I'll get rid of that just so they can start building this thing. Because I do want to hopefully get something accomplished here. Okay, we have one library book there, which means it has not got... Wow, okay, we have 26. That's progress. So now that we actually have, well, a certain amount in stock here. Now we gotta wait for more pencil sets, which are being made at an excruciatingly slow pace. Probably gonna need a little bit more in the way of explosives, so I can't really get rid of that yet. So it looks like we have the super fertilizing irrigation tower path fancy blueprints, so this guy can go back to scaffoldings unless we want to make the... Yeah, well, we're going to need more scaffoldings anyway. But we need to make the balloon trader landing pad. This can get switched over to... this, right like that. Make a fancy one, then we'll have them keep copying things. It's a process. How many times have I said that? Oh, and now this is completely evaporated. What a waste. Man, that is so irritating. Do I at least have everything to build this for the end of the episode so we can at least have some sort of something accomplished? I hope so. Okay, this still hasn't been removed. Chestnut tree died. Well, come get rid of it. Get that thing out of here, man. And this, of course, will just go straight in. Hopefully that ends up not being a problem. Okay, that looks like a... Yep, that's fancified. Which means it is time for this to do some copying. If we have the paper for it, which we might not. No, it doesn't look like we do. Well, it'll be fine. It's a process. Yep, this is just wasting water away. But we're not taking any of our drinking water away. And just as a reminder, this will not do anything until there is actually water up to it that will be able to be pumped away. Still kind of salty that I couldn't make this work with the 45 degree, but hey. It is what it is. But since this is actually working here, you know what? Oh, I'm gonna have to rebuild this whole thing anyway. Once that gets put in place, so this has to be higher. Another thing would be really nice to have the science to unlock this would be the engine. Because that actually, wow, that's actually the perfect, perfect thing to put in the hole would be the engine right there. And we have the methane for it. Talk about frustration. Okay. Well, they can get around without coming up here, so I think it's probably going to be okay if we go ahead and just remove this. Let them come grab these materials. And then we can work on improving this dam, which is going to mean, since it is going to be used as a dam, we have to actually connect all the houses. Man, they are slow bringing this dynamite in here. I have the 4, I just need this to be... Oh, come on, man. After all that, we're going to get a bad tide again? I don't think so. I don't think so. That absolutely tilts me. After all that. Well, at least this is installed. So this will slowly build up and then come over here. And then just in time to drain. Oh, God. The water beaver mod is an exercise in patience. The water beaver mod is an exercise in patience, and you are failing. Not you, I'm talking about myself, but this is so frustrating. All right, come grab this 2 little planks. Do I even care about 2 planks? No, because they can always come grab that later. And it looks like that's what they're doing. Okay, so that's gone. Oh, and now they can't. You stupid idiots. I know you need this garbage. Come on, it's not gonna go. My God, it's so frustrating. I gotta wait another 4 days to do this now. Oh, and now the pumpkins are dying. All right, well, guess what? I guess I have no choice but to waste a bunch of water irrigating this again. Comprehensively frustrating. This still has not really gotten deep enough for us to do anything with. Okay, I feel like I've brutally mismanaged my resources today. 52 out of 200 at least. I'm like, man, how am I gonna have a good thumbnail for this if I don't actually have anything that's doing anything? Oh, there is some water in here at least. That's not gonna have enough. Even if I had this finished. No storage space available. All right, well, guess what? That's going to go away. It's fine. That'll be gone. That'll be gone. That'll be gone. That'll be gone. Come grab all this garbage. We can at least start the process, right? Because this is going to have to be... To get water into this... You know what? You know what? I didn't even need to elevate this at all. I bet you it would have gone... regardless. In that same spot. Yeah, it would have. Oh, hold me back. Hold me back. I'm gonna... Yeah. You know. It sure is a good thing I don't advertise that I'm good at this game. Because people would be asking for their money back on free videos. Oh, jeez. Okay. Can they do this in the next 2 days? Can they find it in their little beaver hearts to fulfill the wishes and dreams of a couple idiots watching YouTube? By idiots, I mean not you, I mean myself. Unless you want me to call you an idiot, in which case, well, I don't know why you'd want that, but I'll do it, I guess. Alright. So. I deleted all this for nothing. What a... Well. This is better anyway, because we don't really have any reason to ever be over here ever again. Now, the problem is going to be they got to come grab all this garbage off the ground and then bring it back over here. And this guy is exhausted. Okay, no surprise there. They haven't done any of this. I just want to see, before the heat death of the universe, this stupid water cannon going off. Oh, because this is already probably wasting way more water than we need to be doing that with. Man, I don't know. I feel like I've said how frustrated I am enough at this point, but oh yeah, we better make sure this is filtered. All right, that's just water. That only does that. All right. You know, if I had just built it on the ground the first time instead of thinking, oh, I'm going to be smart and I'm going to have this all way up high. No, stop it. Stop it. Get some help. That is very, very frustrating. Why do I not have so many builders? What are I guess I know they have to go, you know, all over creation to get here. Oh, this isn't connected anymore. Oh, no. Okay, well. See, I am just... you know, I'm batting 1,000 today, folks. I really am. At least I notice now, 1.2 days before a bad tide starts. God, what a drag. This could have taken so much less time if this would have just been... Oh, I can just do this. Easy. Forgot I hadn't blown that up yet. Alright, well... See, that's making 54. See, this is... By the time this is built, it's going to be... died. Well, you're going to have to wait until Sunday to find out, I guess. Because somebody made bad choices. God, what a letdown. That was going to be like my entire, whole episode built around that. Oh well. You're watching episode 30 of a modded Timberborn series for a previous version of the game. If you're still here, you're here for a reason. You're not going to go away just because we didn't build the one thing. But man, that is... God. Alright. I gotta think about something else or I'm going to lose my mind. Do we at least have contents in the... No. Okay. Well. I thought maybe the hands of soup would have been, better to me, but you know what? You know what's really going to suck is this is going to get finished right when that's done. You know, actually maybe not because it needs all those planks. Alright, well, we need to start the transition of water here anyway, so... Oh, hey, we're just in time to see the water come in here. Neato, and now it's going to get drained away instead of flooding everything, which, yeah. I'll take it splitting off, that's fine. It'll work. Get this just swapped over. Yep, it's already going. We'll just pop that in there. What a waste. What a waste. How much power does this actually take? 200. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna have 200 power. Well, at the very least, a lesson was learned. And that lesson was, don't be stupid, and always make sure that you have stuff in the correct spot. Which I have apparently failed at. But that is gonna unfortunately be it for today, folks. I don't have any more time to record in this episode, and well, we still got a little bit of stuff taken care of, I think. Hopefully. What's our bad tide situation looking like? 5 days. Okay, well, this is the time where we say goodbye anyway, so regardless of the ineptitude of the events that transpired in today's episode, I appreciate you being here. Beard Boosters, also for your fantastic continued support, subsidizing the insanity that is these super long series. So I really appreciate you, even if you're not on that list. Just you being here, leaving your comments, and letting me know what you want to see is all the support that I truly could ask for, and anything above and beyond that is just, well, it's above and beyond. I know. Wow, what a way with words you have. I know. I was good at writing at one point in my life. But I digress. That's all the time we have for this one. We got plenty more coming, like I said. Hopefully next episode we can finally get that water cannon up and running. And then we have the Update 6 playthrough with the Folktales continuing, and then the streams with the Iron Teeth tonight, Thursday, as of the release of this video. Gonna try to wrap that playthrough up. If we don't finish it, we'll finish it Saturday. But I think we're finally at the point where we could fulfill our completion obligations for that one and see what else you guys want to see with that. But we got plenty coming all around everything we're doing on the channel, so I appreciate all of your support, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next one. So until then, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.